Okay, I forgot how to be a streamer this whole time. My volume on my headset was like the lowest it could possibly be, and my music was literally the highest it was ever. It was the highest volume. So like to me it was like super low. But okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Okay, it's fixed. Okay. You know, off to a rocky start, but it's only been 3 minutes, so it's okay. But like, what I was just saying was I was talking about this loading animation I made for buttons, and how it's like super clean. Like, it's just a nice, like, grow, like how it kind of grows in. It does that stuff. Oh, and then I found a bug here. Not really a bug, but like something like just a weird thing I noticed, like, can't wait for the beta. Thank you. I'm excited too. I mean, it's been a long time, but like, once it finally happens, like, it'll be awesome. I'm going back to layout. This is just random React stuff, but like, I think it's better. I don't know, it's a small thing I noticed. But what I want to do now, I want to do maybe 2 things today. I want to, let me see, I want to make it so that this kind of progress form that's like a, that has like steps in it and stuff, I want it to animate the height. So if I press continue, you can see how it loads and stuff, but then it then just pops in to the next size. I want it to actually kind of expand and grow and like be animated. And yeah, there is gonna be like a light mode. I haven't really figured out how to make it look nice though. I mean, I exclusively use dark mode, and I also develop in dark mode. So like, so I can actually, I've never showed the light mode, and it's because it wasn't ready, but I can show it now. It's in like the app somewhere, like, I switch it to light theme, and it, oh my god, yeah, it's okay, you know, it's for the psychopaths, so it's okay, but it, you know, yeah. I mean, it looks like it is easy to do it because it's just reversing colors, but it looks a little off to me. Maybe I'm so used to the other thing, but like this looks off. Like I need to fix what I use for like highlight colors and stuff. Like this, it doesn't look the best, I don't think. It's all designed to be dark mode, so I don't want to do an announcement. I'll do it like eventually I will, you know, but like it's too much pressure when I'm just randomly coding things. But what I was gonna do, light blue for accent. Light blue is already kind of the accent in overall. It's for links, and like for example, like when you select a thing, red when it's in dark mode. Interesting. It's an interesting idea. Oh, silence here too. Hi. Okay. Oh, another thing I did was I added a bouncing thing for when you go back and forth. But yeah, blue is like, I kind of like blue on dark mode because it really does pop. Like whenever you, like I use it in multiple different places, like when a thing is focused, like this this bar thing, like if you switch the page, like there's gonna be like a loading animation on the top that's blue. You know, links are also blue, like I said. Stuff like that. Like important buttons could be blue, like this one down here. Like this. But yeah. But okay, the first thing I want to work on is making a transition of the size from when the thing changes. You feel like black and red is kind of overused, so black and blue might be better. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because like YouTube does that and stuff. I mean, what's up, Kyle? I remember Kyle, because he asked if I used NeoVim like a while ago, and then he commented on like my Among Us video. Yeah, I was like randomly looking at my comments one time, and I just saw your name, and I remembered that you like commented on my stream also. But okay. What I'd like to do is put the size animation in the actual like modal thing. So I have a thing called a modal that's like the pop-up. Like things are like abstracted at different levels. So there's like the pop-up itself, that anything can be in there, and it abstracts like the animation of the pop-up and like basically a memory of like what was popped up. And then there's like the modal that you see if you do like anything. Like basically this is a modal with like the X and that's reused. Unicorn barf. Pink and yellow and blue and colors like that. Cards Against Humanity. Okay, that's interesting. I'm curious about that. The most eye-hurting thing. How do you find it? This is a nice website. It's React, of course. Okay, well, I'll look at it later. Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know exactly how I could like automatically change, like animate the sizing based on it changing. Maybe I could. I don't know of a way to really. A weird keyboard? No, I'm not. But I may use it soon, because I got a standing desk recently, and it's like way easier to adjust like the size, or like how my arms rest on the table. Like one problem I had with that weird keyboard, which is like this thing, is that it was too high up for like my current desk, my old desk, so it was uncomfortable, you know, this monster thing. But I could use it now. But okay. Framer Motion is the library that I use for animations. It has like so much stuff. I don't play any instruments. But like I was looking into how I could go about animating the width. I mean, I have some ideas, you know. But they're more manual. I'm curious. I had one idea, is to use these things called mutate observers, which can observe any change in style and stuff like that. It seems like a very like over-engineered way to do it though. Like I wonder if there's way easier ways. Like all I want to do is just detect, or just honestly, I just want to transition cleanly between when the size changes. And it's tough because like I want to do a little research, because I don't want to like do this crazy idea I have and then realize that like maybe Framer Motion has like something that's like so much easier that I could have used. Like I was looking at their layout. They have this thing called layout and like layout groups and stuff like that. And it's interesting. Like what it actually does is it's very useful, but I don't know if it'll work for this. But it animates between layout changes. But mine isn't really a layout change, or maybe it is. I don't know. I'm talking in circles, you know. It's okay. Let me see. Oh yeah, and then the other thing I wanted to do was start to build like the actual flow of this sign up thing. Because right now I just have it email, you put this in, and then you go, and then it has a nice loading. Because it would actually have like a captcha that comes up. And that's another thing I made. I made a thing for the captcha to detect when it closes, so I can have like an on-close callback, because that's something that it lacked actually. Because I need to detect if you like close out of the captcha, like click off of it, and because if not, then like the button would be stuck in a loading animation forever. And that's when I learned about like mutation observers, where you can have it listen to a specific element or node, and you can filter it to only tell you about certain things, or have it only care about those things, and it'll tell you like every time it changes. So like this is interesting. Like I think using that we can know every single time the width or height changes. I hope so. Maybe not though, because I'm just thinking about all the possible things that could go wrong. What could go wrong is that, like, I'm starting to think that layout is the right way to go, but I don't know exactly how. But one thing I just realized, if we use mutation observers, is if the width or height like stays as auto, which means that it'll just fit to the content might change, but we wouldn't be able to detect that. We actually, or we would, but not the actual width size. So let me see. So what we'd want to do is like save the width or height on every change, and then if it's changed from the previous one, we animate it. Okay, I think that could work. If do you know there's YouTube on TV? Yeah, I watch that a lot. You're trying to remember that conversation we had on Discord about something. It was something like why you like a certain programming language, but you should be able to explain it better on stream. Oh yeah, I was talking about how I like TypeScript, which is what this is, more than just other things like Python and stuff. I used to like Python a lot, and I used to not like JavaScript, but TypeScript is just JavaScript but with types, and the whole experience of it for developers is like so nice, so clean. Like you can do this like question mark thing to like if I don't have this, it'll yell at me because it's possibly null, but if I do this, it just goes away, and it's like a TypeScript feature. And if it doesn't exist, then this whole thing to the right will just become undefined. And it's just it's basically saying that it's what I wanted, but it's like a nice little syntax thing. Also in general though, like just I can like look at anything and I can see it's like type. And it's nice because I can go like I could do like capture prop dot something, probably, like I don't know, like Okay, maybe not, but maybe because it's possibly null. But I could do like, I don't know, you know, just like things like captcha dot current dot. Like you can see all these things that it shows. It's because of TypeScript. But yeah, okay, so oh yeah, okay, let me think about this stuff, because you know, using layout is good. Using layout is interesting. What if we just put layout ID? What if we do that? What if we put what if we make the content? Yeah, what if we make like content a motion div, and then down here we say that the layout ID is content. And let me see, because what this means, okay, that's not the wrong, I'm looking at the wrong thing. This thing is what it is. What's so cool about this, and I'll show you this example, is this thing. You click it, on click, all it does is it changes the state, first of all, that it says that it's toggled on, and then all it does is it kind of snaps the flexbox into the right, like the place that it should be. I'm doing bad at explaining, but what I mean is that when I click this, like everything happens like instantly. Like this ball goes direct, like all the way to the right, like instantly. And what Framer does is it detects that change and it's like smoothly animates it. So that's what I want to do. I want to, instead of having this like the height of this right now, just instantly snap like that and like this. I want it to detect that and smoothly transition. Could you explain more about what each thing you are coding is doing? I'm trying to learn more about coding, like the actual coding part. Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, I'll speak. I mean, the thing I just added right here, layout ID, is because that's what Framer says to do. I changed this content. This content is a component, and this is like a React idea, and it's like you can see how it looks a little bit like HTML, and that's like React's way of how you describe what UI looks like inside of JavaScript. So it's called JSX. So I made a custom one, and I used this other thing that's not really important, but it's just called styled components, so that I can also put CSS directly in JavaScript as well. And then what I did was this content used to be a div, just a normal one, which is just a regular HTML thing. But then I changed it into a motion div because motion is a Framer motion thing, and because I did that, I can add animation to it. And then because I did that, I'm able to add a layout ID to it, and that lets me, like, just in general though, that lets me like access things that Framer lets you do. And I think, like, because this one just has layout, but they also explain layout ID right here and stuff like that. So let me actually see, because I think this does nothing. Like, if I completely re-render everything, this will probably just snap. Yeah. Okay, and that's not good. You should do Omegle on stream with fans. Interesting. I don't think I've ever done Omegle. Okay, but what I think this needs actually, instead, because if we look at this thing, what this does is it has that same layout ID, but it's only, let me see. It's getting like popped into place. Now, I don't think mine will ever need to pop into place. Okay, but if we look back over this thing, and I'm just trying to understand this because I also need a... So this one uses layout, just layout. And it doesn't change anything, but what changes is this data is on. Your phone's about to die. F. And then in the actual CSS, it changes the, it says that if the is on is true, then it changes the flex box to be at the end. And what that does is it makes the circle go to the end. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it this way. Maybe on change we could, because the children is going to be changed. If it's changed, that's like the event that we want. Okay, that makes sense. And I'm just gonna undo what I did. Let me see, where is it? Because we don't need that right now. What I want to try to do is maybe a thing. No, because it's just the same as what we're doing. Okay. Okay, well, I don't know about this. Maybe I'll just start on my my other idea that I think will work, which is to basically connect a use effect hook to the change of the children. So we get that kind of state, and then we need to like do some things once the children changes. Let me see. We need to know. Yeah, and I don't think we actually need to do any messy stuff with mutation observers. I don't think so. All we need to know is when the children changes. And I think this is fine, actually, now that I realize that it's not going to be that crazy with mutation observers and stuff. Because we're just going to use a use effect hook to listen to the children changing, and then get information about like the width and height, and animate it. Now, is that possible? Yeah, it is. Easy. Okay. We need to know... we need to know like the previous size, the current size. We need to first of all like check if there is any previous size. So we need states and stuff. Do we need state? Yeah, we probably do. We need a single state actually, that's just size, I think. And we don't need anything about the previous one, because if we can say we can say size, and set size is a use state, and we'll have it set to null at first, but it's going to either be a what is this? it could either be a number, a string, or null. And if it's null, that just means that there's no previous size. And for to explain what useState is, state is an idea in React where like UI components have a state, and on that state changing, they are like automatically re-rendered. And that's really good because like that means that you don't have to worry about the life cycle of anything. You just change the data, and then the all the UI is automatically updated. And I can explain, I can show an example maybe. Like you can see how when I click back, like multiple things happen. Like the first of all, the actual step changes, and that's a big one. Second of all, this bar is gonna go smaller, right? And if you ignore the snapping of the size, like all those things happened based on one state change, which is the actual step that is, because I have a single state here that only remembers what step it's on, and it's over here I could show. Oh yeah. Okay, we have 2 do's in here. But yeah, I have this thing called step in direction, and that's a state. That's like literally the only state, I think. And that the entire progress form uses that single state to animate everything and update everything and stuff like that. So it's a very useful thing, and we're going to use that here to know the size of things. We're going to get the size of well, first of all, I'm just curious if size, like if there's no size, then let me see. So if there's no size, like this will become clearer soon. But if there's no size, we're going to want to get the size. Else, we're going to want to probably animate from previous size to auto. And auto would mean that we have no way of knowing what the current size is if we have it set to the previous size. So we need to animate it to the auto, which means that it'll just fill whatever size it becomes. And then once that's done, we need to actually get the size again and then store that for the future. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, first step. Let's just get the size. Let's just... Okay, we also need a ref. This is another hook. React also has this idea of hooks, and it's also really useful. What this could look like is we could say like it's a content hook. I mean ref, and that's going to be a use ref hook, and that's going to be null at first, but it's going to be literally like this, HTML div element or null. And this stuff that I'm saying, I'm kind of just describing what it is. That's TypeScript. So it takes some effort because in JavaScript you wouldn't need to do this, but you get the benefit of knowing exactly what this is, and you can know everything you can do to it, and it makes it really easy. So I would give this ref to the content, and then we can use that ref. And the ref is actually just a I mean, it can be used for multiple things, and it's useful to sometimes store data but not have it re-render. So that's a time when like refs are useful to use over state, because you can still kind of store data in them, but it won't like re-render your entire component. So sometimes it's good for like maybe like performance and stuff. But what we're gonna do here is the ref this time isn't just storing random data, it's storing a connection to a node on the DOM. And the DOM is like a way to say like what's on the page basically of a website. So it has a direct connection to that. And you have to say .current to see the current data. And actually I want to say if it actually even exists, then we're going to let me see, actually we don't even need to do this. I think we can even do a nice, we can say that the width and height equals current ref dot oh no, not current ref dot content ref, I meant dot current, and we have we do a question mark. What that means is that if this doesn't exist yet, and that would be the case if it hasn't like basically rendered yet or something like that, then everything, this entire thing would just become undefined. And I think hopefully width and height will also be undefined, because we're destructuring. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say get bounding client rect. Okay, it does have a little, yeah, it does have an issue with that. Okay. Okay, I think we do need to actually, I don't think we can destructure this way. Destructuring is like a JavaScript idea, which means that we can have an object. We can say that const object equals this, and then what that does is it like because what this returns is going to be an object, and what we do is we just extract the width and height and turn those into variables. So it's just an easier way to do this type of thing. But I don't think it's worth that, because we would either need to set it to a separate variable and then have a question mark. But yeah, now this is no error. It's just saying that it's not used. And that's another TypeScript, you know, but that's also just JavaScript and stuff. But now we can get the width and height. And actually, we're not going to, it's not going to just be a number or a string. It's actually going to be a an array, actually a tuple of either number or string. Now, could we just do this? Is this easy? What if we say hello, Glizzy part 2? Okay, that works. Wait, no it doesn't. Oh, it's not assignable to string, okay. Okay, we need to do it in a different way, I think. We need to say this thing. It could be a string or a number, or a string or number. And then that works. It is bigger though, but like it's okay. Check DMs. I'm not opening Discord right now. That's my, like, basically I don't open Discord when I work. I haven't for a while, and it's because it's too distracting. Okay. Drunk some water. Okay, so now we're able to get the width and height from the size if it doesn't exist yet. Itaku? Yeah, I can guess because Glizzy Part 2. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we're getting the size, and let's just set it here. Set size. Oh, we have Silenth 2 and Jivsky. The whole squad. We'll set it to width and height. Okay, that's interesting. And I actually don't know if we should actually put the ref in content. I don't think that works. I think instead we should put it in container instead, actually. Celox, hello. We'll do a container ref instead, and we'll move it into the container. Okay, I think that's better. You were grim. Cool. Okay. So now that we got the size, well, and we set it. Cringe profile picture. Let me see. Okay. I've used the same music every single stream. It's good. I don't know what I can use, because this music actually, I think it has like copyright strikes on the person, on the actual video, but I don't get them, so I don't know. It's good. Make you a mod? Maybe not. So proud. Hello, Celine. Maybe not, yeah. Hockey Stick can barely hear you. Are you talking about unrelated things, or can you not hear me? Okay. Let's do this animating. Okay, so now that we did that, I think I made. Yeah, unrelated. Volume is fine, okay. I'll make this a motion div, I think. Yeah, that's good. Because we need to animate. Okay, interesting, actually. I'm now facing the realization that instead of state, I think I need to use motion values, which is a framer motion hook. Like, that's another thing. Like, the React ecosystem, they all use hooks. And people can make custom hooks, and I can make my own custom hooks. Like, I made a custom hook for captchas and stuff like that. I'm gonna see you. Okay. But yeah, I think like one thing that's good about framer motion, the motion value hooks, is that they don't re-render the component, but they still animate it. And like that's another big part, you can actually animate it. So I think I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna say like the thing. Like width is use motion value. And it'll be 0. And oh, okay. It can't. That's another issue. Maybe not though. It can be a string or a number. Okay, that works. Same thing for height. And now we need to delete this and add a ping for live streams. Yeah, you know, eventually. But I still want to do kind of the low effort ones with no pressure, just because there's no pressure and I can like work casually, you know. So I'll do if like width plus height. Let me see, actually no, this won't work. Children? What? Let me see something. False. False. Okay. Okay then. So if not width plus height, and then that'll work, I think. Cannot be applied. Oh, .get. Why did it have that like full docs? Like it just had my entire like file of it. Oh yeah, of course it can't be applied. Okay. I'll just worry about height right now, just because. Okay, we'll just do that to make it easy. And then we no longer have a state to update. But at some point we do need to. What's the difference between Java and JavaScript? I mean, Java's like a super old language, and it's like object oriented and like a type strict stuff. The only thing that relates is the name Java, and I think that JavaScript was named after Java just because of in the time it was popular, and they wanted to like ride its popularity, and like that's the only thing that relates to it. Like JavaScript is for the web, it's what websites use and sometimes apps and stuff like that. Because JavaScript is so everywhere in the entire ecosystem of like app development that people have made ways to use it outside of just websites. But then Java is more of like just applications that you run and stuff like that, like Minecraft. And you know. Okay. Yeah, now we know how long we no longer have a state thing, and we need to put height in here. Will there eventually be Wi-Fi app for the phone? Yeah, you know, I would love that to happen. And with my my kind of vision for how I want the future to look, it would need an app. And the cool thing is that like React is what I'm using for the website, but they've also made a thing called React Native, which can be used to make apps with JavaScript, apps for iOS and Android. So, you know, not much to learn to just make an app. Like basically the same kind of syntax for regular React with this kind of like JSX looking things and stuff. But framer motion won't work, for example, so some things would need to be different. But okay. Now, let me see, because I think we might be able to get away with only using motion values. Let me see. So what we could do is we could say that the, like style equals this, like style equals width and height. Probably if width dot get or height dot get, we do this. Else undefined. Okay, that looks nice. Oh, this is my favorite song on this whole playlist. The opening is nice. But okay, like if not this or this, I think that's a fine way of doing that. That's fine, because that's what we do here. The reason we're doing that on the actual style tag or attribute is because yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. Is because I don't want to set the height to 0, because that's what it's going to be from the beginning. It's going to be 0. And if we set the height to 0 and we try to also record the height at the same time, we're just going to record 0. So initially the height needs to just be auto. What's an anime you would recommend, any genre? Well, I have to recommend Osama's ranking, or Osama rankings. I don't know if I've already talked about this, but it's like my favorite anime right now. Oh, Osama. It's super good. In the new season. Like this guy? He's cool. He's a king. He has a crown and stuff. Yeah, your profile picture. Yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, honestly, that's the only thing I'm watching. Like, there's also One Piece that I haven't watched in like months, and I'm on like episode 530. But oh yeah, forgot to say, when you were talking about getting striked, you gotta get flagged first, then it would undergo review, and then yeah, I know it wouldn't be the end of the world. Like, I've gotten striked in the past. Like, I mean, I think like Javitsky and Silent know, or Jivsky, sorry, and Silent know about like Robo Highlights. Like, literally every other video got striked on that, and I'm like very familiar with that. So yeah, 960. Oh my god. Crazy. Oh, but what if it starts out on auto? That's kind of smart, actually. That's kind of smart, because then we don't need to do this bogus thing. Yeah, we don't need to do this bogus thing. This, okay. That's actually kind of good, kind of smart, kind of good. That's better. That looks way nicer. Yeah, so it starts out on auto. That's nice. And on the change. Okay, but now it's going to never be it's never not going to be like this, basically, like this is never not going to happen. This. Because it's going to start out as auto. So, let me see. I need to fix it. I'm kind of hungry. It's okay though. We've been going for an hour. Sheesh. It says there's 4 people. Is that true? I think like maybe 2 streams I did ago, like it said like there was 1 person, but there was actually like 5 hidden people. So I can't trust this number. You know. But I get distracted easily. It's okay though, cause like I'll just work on this again. It's always bugged somehow. Yeah, I think it's 3. It might be 5 because there's Spicy, there's Jivsky, Silent, and then Celine. Gotta go. Okay. In a bit. Okay. 2 screens. Interesting. Okay. Okay, but we get the size, and that's good. That's nice and good and all that. I think what I want to do is actually split this into the different things. So if like a width dot get is equal to auto. That's one weird thing about JavaScript, is that you have to put 3 exclamation points. If you put 2, it's like fake. It's the dumbest thing. But okay, like, and then in here I want to do something. Let me actually just see, because I think moving this up here is going to be easier. Kind of refactoring it like this, and then instead of having all this junk down here, we're just going to remove that. And oh, does not exist on type number. Okay, we are fully overriding what we just made. So we're just going to make this called current width and current height. So if the current width, so if the actual width value is auto, okay, hold the phone, wait, hold the phone. If it is auto, then we want to get the actual size, not before. Hold on, let me just... Maybe what we could do is this. We could say if that is the case, or if the height is auto. Oh my god, okay. Then we can move this down here. Okay. So if any of them are auto, that means that we want to get the current size of it, whatever it is, and then animate it. You like this playlist? Yeah, I like it a lot. Like, it was literally the first thing I found when I looked up royalty-free streaming music, and and I've used it on every stream, and it's okay. It's you know, it's nice. Yeah, it's really long too. It's 3 hours. I've actually never finished it actually, because I've only done 2-hour streams. That's interesting. That's funny. But okay, things are coming together. We're getting the correct size when we need it now. And now we can do a thing where we do like we do an animate thing. There's this thing called animate. We do it from, sort of seems like lo-fi but not. Yeah, it is. It does say lo-fi, I think. It's a more like upbeat type of thing though. Chill vibes is what it says. That's all it says. Okay. So yeah, upbeat lo-fi, it kind of like cancels itself out. We want to animate it to the current width. Does this do a promise, please? It doesn't. Oh, you do controls.stop. Interesting. Just phi. Yeah. Okay, now we don't need an await here, because we can use their lifecycle methods that they've so done so beautifully. On complete is what we can use. We can have a thing here called on complete, and it will be a function. This is one thing I love about JavaScript though, is that you can just make functions so easily by just doing just this, an arrow function, like just the parentheses to an arrow and in here, and now I can write code, and it's like so easy. But what I want to do once we animate to the new value is I think I want to set it to auto. Does that work? Let's see. This was the big thing that I was worried about. Oh, okay. This is a thing with destructuring. The actual thing has to be the value. But then I want to change the name of it, so I have to say that I have to put this like a colon to say what I want the new name to be. Do you work as an engineer or just working on the website full time? So right now, I only work on the website, and I'm like not in school, so I'm just chilling basically. I haven't been in school for a while, and I've just been doing Waifu decks. Like before that, it was like Robo Highlights was my other project, and you know, I just want to spend time working on these right now, and hopefully make money with them. You know, to like not only grow like as a business, but also just so I can like move out and stuff. I know of like a person I can like a kind of thing I can sort out with like a roommate and stuff. But I don't got money to pay rent, so I gotta, you know, I gotta get waifu decks going and stuff. Does auto width mean it would just adjust to the size of the screen? So auto means that whatever the content takes up is what the width is going to be. So I can show you a good example as like right here. So you can see like how tiny this box is, because it like it just it only takes up like what it needs, and that's auto. Like it's because the only thing inside of this box is a a text box. And, like, that's it. So it doesn't, like, it just fits to the size of it. And like, you can also see a good example is like if I delete this, and you can see how like it's kind of changing. Like you can see how it's like bouncing right now. That's because this actual error message is animating up and down, and because it's auto, it just automatically is whatever the size of the window is, I mean of the box is. So then I could be, like right now it wants a, this email. I could do that, and then it loads, and then here is a different, this is not auto, this is setting the actual size, because if it was auto, then it would look like the same. It would look like this kind of, these boxes have like not enough room to live, because it would just squish it together. But instead what I do is I set the actual size to be a certain size so that it has like enough room basically. And this is the verification code thing. Ooh, that's dangerous. But yeah, so that's what it does. And what I want to do is, because you can see how like basically this just instantly switches to the size, because what it does is it goes from auto to, well, it just the width, basically it's only the height right now that changes, but it just snaps into place. And what I want to do is animate to auto, which means that I animate from whatever it is to whatever it's going to be in a very like clean way basically. So that's what we'll do. And it looks like right now this doesn't want to do it, and it's because we've only done width, and width isn't automating, so I mean isn't animating. So I kind of want to do this in a nice abstracted way, because I don't want to animate if it's not needing to animate. Yeah, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you too. Okay, let me see. Actually, nah. Okay, yeah, we do need this actually. So maybe we just do this. We just say if it's actually the width dot get is auto, then we're gonna want to animate to it. Else if something else. Then we're gonna want to animate that. This might work. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's get it fresh. Okay, it doesn't. Now we need to understand why it's not working. And this is where a lot of console logs are going to come in. Okay, so first I want to know, like, if we're even getting to this point. So we're gonna want to say here, and also like with height dot get, because I'm just curious. It is having an error. Okay. It might get mad at me for doing that. That's what I just thought. And hold on. I know of a way to fix this because I've faced this before, but I'm trying to see if we even need width and height. Do we? Do we need that? Because now we don't need the previous height, I don't think. Because we're doing it this better way, I think. What we want is a thing called animation controls. and that is use animation, and we're going to want to stick it into here. Yeah, that makes sense. We're going to want to stick the controls in there. And I don't think we'll have a use for style anymore. I don't think so. Let me see. I don't think so. Oop. Okay. So that means that we won't need, and I'm not going to destroy everything because I don't know if I'm right yet, but this should be an async thing. Oh, and it'll not like that at all. Okay, we have to make a thing inside of this. We have to make it called const thingy. We'll do it later. Because this is a strat, you know. I don't know how many people would find this useful, but I know how to do an async function inside of a use effect. Not to brag or anything, but you know. Okay. Let me see. So instead of animating with using animate, and instead of using .get, because what are we doing? We're doing .get to like know the value that it is. Oh, so I'll assume it's impressive. I'm kind of joking, but it's just it's not like intuitive at all to do it, because you assume that you would do it like async. This is how you would usually do it, but it just completely yells at you. So you basically have to make a function inside of this place that is async, and then just call it. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter if you know. I mean, I'll just show you and it'll be funny, but you know. Okay. But we are using like the width to know if it's auto or not. Instead of this, we can maybe do like that instead. That could also work. And that means that we also don't need the width and height thing. But then we do need like this. And this. Dot start. I don't think that we need, oops, we need this anymore to make it an alias, because it's not taking up anything anymore. Okay. We're gonna want to wait for this, and then we're gonna want to say controls.set with the auto. Okay. We're gonna want to delete this thing, and then do like 3, like that. Probably. Height. This is how you do it. You do like you make a function called like sync widths or something, and it's going to be an async function What does width and height mean? Like width is like left and right the size, and height is up and down the size. So and then we actually put this inside of here, and we now say sequence. We just call it like that. So that's what you do. And we do the same down here. Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay, that could work better. Okay, now we've completely removed the need for that. Let's see if it works. Okay, that does not work. Now let's also, again, let me see, issues, we got issues. Let's see, hold on. At least we got this clean button animation. Like, I cannot look away from this button animation. It's like so clean to me. Like the loading of it. Oh my god, how it comes in. Okay, it's okay. Okay. So we set the controls, we give it the controls, we start it and stuff, and then we set it after it's done. We're doing pretty good though. We're getting super close to finishing this animation, which is good. You know what? I think this is not good. Like, I don't see a use for this at all. Well, I do. It definitely has a use, but it's just kind of ugly. Like, this is cleaner, actually. Yeah, that's kind of cleaner. Well, we don't want else if. What are we doing? Okay. we want to just say if. Like that. Because that means that if we made it like that, that means that only one like direction can animate at a time. Okay. And I don't know if this will work. It probably, okay, it won't. Now we have to see exactly what's going on. So I want to see, because I know for a fact the height is changing. Right? Like I want to first of all say the height, and then I want to say it's auto, and then I want to say like animating height, and then setting height, back to auto. Okay, let's see. So we get the height. Okay, nothing happened there, which is interesting. Do you work on the website all by yourself? Yeah, right now I do. You know, it's crazy. I do want to like do other, like, you know, eventually like get more people. I think in 2022, one thing I'd like to do is open source parts. So I've thought about it for a while, you know, and I think it's good to do so that things happen faster. let me see. Okay, so it doesn't do anything. It doesn't get to this point. But I would assume that the children are changing. Yeah, the children are changing, so what's the problem? Let me just see at the very top that it's called. It calls when it unmounts and mounts, of course. It doesn't do it there. No, okay, like why? Because it actually should. It should be doing that. Because it's listening to the children, and the children are changing. Yes. I wonder if this is something so obvious that I am not seeing, but I don't know, why wouldn't they change? I'm just curious, let me just try this. This thing called a layout effect. It's actually it's the bigger brother of use effect. It's better. Okay, it's still nothing. What does children mean? So children means anything that's inside of the UI component. The children would be this. Oh, is that why Spicy Man said children? Because I just am so casually saying that. Like he said like children, like question mark, like facey. But the children are like basically anything that's inside of this currently. So the children for this specifically would be like this box and stuff, and then previously it's going to be this email address input box. So the children are changing when I go back and forth. And what I want to happen is it should detect that it changes and then animate. But it's not detecting that the children are changing. And like the way that it can listen to it is because I put it inside of here, that it says children here. So it listens to the children, you know. It's interesting, like the words that people use are, I think they're like fine, but like I think out of context they're really weird. Like, of course, because these are called children, the parent component is called parent. I think it's even on this code right now, somewhere. Or no, where? Oh, it's over here. Like this says parent element because it's the parent of the children. Okay. So, you know, I don't know why this is not updating, because it should. And I think using a layout effect is okay. Children. Now I might have an idea. I may have an idea as to what's happening. And it's because there's so many abstractions, and I'm not like the modal is abstracted behind the progress form. The progress form is the actual thing that has the children changing, like that's the lowest level you can go. But when you get all the way up to the modal, what it sees is only just the progress form that's not changing ever. So I think because of that, it's not working. And I think that would make sense and stuff like that. So that means that we can't do this simple method of, like, if we wanted abstracted this much, we can't do the simple just listen to it. Let me see. With FNAF security breach, my FNAF phase has come back. Now I connect it with everything I don't like. When I heard children, I immediately thought of the children. Oh. You know, interesting. What if we put layout on this? Layout. Oh! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh no, nothing happened. Okay. Okay, as much as I want this like abstracted into this, like I want to build it here because it could be reused, but you might need to do it in a different place. I know FNAF, you know. I've never played it, but I've seen it for years. Okay. Oh, we can close this out because we're not looking at it. Same for this. We can move it over here. Okay. Is there any way we can detect a change? Okay, there is though. There is still a way, and it goes back all the way back to mutation observers. Yeah, and probably using like class list and stuff. We can try that now. The lore? I mean, I know it's animatronics that become alive, and like there's a guy there that maybe works there and maybe is like the security person. I don't know, I think that's all I know. And he like has to like look at the different cameras. Okay. Let me see. Okay, this might not work then. Just the simple little children thing here, so we'll have to do it in a different way, I think. And that is okay. Complex lore. Yeah, I bet. Okay. So we should do a mutation observer. Like this. It's very ugly. It's okay. Because what we would do is yeah, we would just change it, I think. And I don't think it would be that bad. Because what we would do is a little thing called const observer. Yeah, it's okay. New mutation observer. And it's going to take an event and then a function, and that's it. And then, like, literally everything inside of here should move into that. Yeah, this is pretty good, to be honest. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Now, because we do this, we don't need this, so that kind of cleans things up a little bit, right? Cleaning. A short version is a dude kills, you know, children, and their spirit possesses robots, and now attack all guards. The lore is stuff like how does he kill? How is he killed? Sprints. The spirits. Okay. Who's the purple man then? I've heard of that name. The Bite of 86? I know that too just because it's a meme. Okay, this is nicer. Now what we'll do is we'll do... And this doesn't need to be a layout anymore. Yeah. Oh, we don't need state anymore either. Okay. Huh. Because we spell observer wrong. Okay. Okay, nice. You don't care about anything? Dang. Yeah, I had no idea there was that much lore about it. Yeah, Wifey Dex lore. There's so much lore. Yeah, okay. This is too much lore for me now. Child list. Set to true if you mutations... Yes! Okay, we would love it to be true. This is good, this is good, this is good. Ooh. Okay. What am I doing? D2 that's what I want to do. Robo highlights lore? I mean, there's some lore. Like, it's basically just like historic things that have happened that were funny. If I can remember some. Like, Robo Highlights Phase 2 is lore. Like, that never happened, but I had a whole plan about what would happen, but that's basically lore, you know. Another lore is like a person made a video about Robo Highlights that I didn't, like just a random commentator type person, talking about if it was a real bot or not. Like, that's lore, basically. I can kind of find it, actually, just because I'm curious. You think you saw that? It's from this guy named Mama. Or how the heck? I have no idea how to spell that. It's okay. I don't know. Okay, it's lost in the YouTube craziness. There's so many videos it made. Yeah, it's funny. It's good. You know, but WaifuDex basically single-handedly killed Robo Highlights because it got too big and I couldn't work on two projects at the same time because WaifuDex had so much more potential. So, was the guy playing some 2D game in the background? Yeah, I mean, it might have been like Geometry Dash. I don't know. If I can remember, I don't know. Oh, Wreckful. That's sad. Oh no. Okay. This was a fun time. I was going crazy because of all the views. Like this one got 3.8 million. That's crazy. You know, I actually recalculated how much I could have made if I monetized it, and my CPM was like maybe $5 or something around that, but I can't remember if that's what it was. But I got like 10 million views, and with whatever CPM I had, that it says I have now, I could have made like over $50,000. So you know, it's very painful. That's why WaifuDex has to do good. You know. Oh, it's LL. Okay, I'm going crazy. It's freaking LL Alma. I mean, he might have deleted it. I'm gonna stop looking. Sheesh. Yeah. Last thing about FNAF. MatPat. Yeah, game theory. Calculated average pay from paychecks. Oh, when it took place? That's really smart. That's kind of cool. It's so weird that you have to do it like that. But that's what I want to do. Okay, now it works. It could work. Now we just delete the children. You can clip me. You know what's funny is that YouTube has a clip system, I think. I've only used it one time. Oh, it's not of type Node? Oh, of course it's not. You silly. Maybe TypeScript was right to be mad at me. Yeah, it was right. Okay, TypeScript is smart, because you see what I did there. I mean, maybe I can explain it better. Like, I basically thought it was doing something weird, and I know how to fix it basically sometimes, but it actually was telling me that everything was broken. So it told me how to fix it now. Oh no, that did nothing. I got excited for no reason. Oh, okay, bye. Okay, what's the problem here? There's more problems. So it's not being observed. You know, that's so sad. Yeah, like, let me see. It should observe the container this time, and all childs that change inside of it. And then, I gotta go. How long do you think it will last? I might go for 30 more minutes. You know. Okay. Okay, but now the problem is that all this work that we've done to add a mutation observer is not working. Like, we could just easily add this to like directly to the progress form, and I'm kind of tempted to do that. I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of tempted. You know what? We can try to do that. Let's do that. Let's keep this just because it does nothing right now, but let's build this thing into this thing. I think we should build it into the form content, into the container. Yeah, we should do it. Oh my god, there's so much in that place. But we should do it there. Yep, okay, makes sense. Okay, let's just start adding it. Do we already have motion? Yeah, of course we do. Okay, so we will do a thing here called controls, use animation, same thing. We'll have a use effect, a use layout effect this time because I think that's better. Yeah, it is better, I think. And it'll listen to controls as well as children. And then we just, yeah, it's easy. We just we also need a hook. I mean a ref. So we need a container ref. We can honestly just copy this. And we can also copy this. This is going faster than I thought. And then we need to give it to the thing. So we need to, we need to give this thing to the thingy so that it does the thing. You know? Ooh, yikes. Okay, there's a little syntax error. Okay. First of all, let's just add that so that we have it. Okay, second of all, hey yo, is that Fafnir? I remember that was your old Twitter name. Or maybe it still is, I don't know. But that was your old WiFiDex name, like when you joined the server. I got no clue what's going on, but good job. Thank you. I'll catch you up. I mean, right now, there's a bug right now, but oh, it's a major bug. Okay, well actually, I'll show you later. But basically, I'm trying to like animate between the sizing, like the height of the progress form, so that it has like a nice transition between that. I'll explain better later, but like, so this is okay, but it's just this that doesn't. Okay, oh, okay, that's why. Okay, fix the bug. Ease on God. Oh, that was bad. Okay, it slipped. I'm sorry. Whoa! That's the power of Vim for you. Okay. We'll do the same thing here. And it'll be okay. Okay. Okay, this is what we got to do. So you see how this thing is kind of small, and you click this and it loads with a nice loading animation, and then it goes and it just instantly pops to the height of the other one, and it like goes back and it just pops back and forth. Like, I don't like that. I wanna have it nicely ease between them. But overall, it's looking nice. So like, when you click continue, or if you click like just enter, because everything's connected basically, like it'll have the nice loading thing and then it stops, and then like this bounces back and forth when a new thing comes in. Looking pretty clean, but we're super close to finishing this too. So okay, we fixed our problem, because if you see these numbers right here and ignore all the errors, when it goes to the next thing, you see how a number popped up. That means that it's able to detect the children that's inside of this. And that's really good, because that's what we wanted to do the whole time. So now the problem is that it's not animating well. So let's add a bunch of things. We'll add that it's auto or something. Okay, it's not auto. It's not becoming auto. Which is interesting. What is it then? What if it's not auto? Then what is it? Oh, it's nothing. Interesting. Okay. I want to also say this. That's better. It's much cleaner if we do it this way, because then we can just delete all this stuff and say style width. It happened again when you said detect children inside of this. Okay. Yeah, FNAF is crazy. Obsessed. Style height. Nice. Okay, good. That's good. So if it's actually this, if it's like this, or it doesn't even exist. I know, right, bruh? What the heck? Okay, I'm going crazy. No, it's okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, and that's also good. So let's check this out now. Okay, something worked though. Something worked. This is different than what we had before. Now the height is the height is fixed. That's good, because that means that it detected the change and it set the height. But now it's not animating. So like Hold on. Okay, I understand why, but I gotta organize my thoughts now to see how to fix it. Are you even, or you probably meant ever. Are you ever gonna make a branded YouTube channel for WaifuDex for updates? I guess when you try to fix a problem, it creates a new one. Yeah, it's bug fixing. You know, this is how it is. But for the YouTube channel, you know, maybe like YouTube is hard to grow. Like the reason WaifuDex has its own Twitter and TikTok and Facebook, like Twitter is really good for like announcements, and also Instagram is good for like talking directly to like a community of people. But YouTube is hard. It's like if you don't have that big audience, it's like you're talking into the void. You know, that's why like I focus my energy on my single YouTube channel. That's like my personal one. Like that's why I put all my WaifuDex videos here and stream here and stuff. Just because like I don't have that like YouTube audience yet that I can move to like maybe a different channel. But like maybe. I don't know though. Yeah, because I think like TikTok and Twitter are like and like a little bit of Instagram are like the three most valuable social media to like spend time on. Like TikTok, you just get so many views, and Twitter you can kind of get things trending and get a lot of exposure that way. And then Instagram is good at like talking to your already fans. And then, you know, YouTube is just there. Like YouTube is good for like long-term sustainable views and growth, and I guess monetization too and stuff. It takes a lot of energy though, you know, you gotta make like a good video. Like I can actually leak something. Leaking? Question mark? I had this idea for a YouTube video, and I can like ask you what you think about this, because like YouTube is still powerful, and I do want to like spend time trying to promote WaifuDex on it. But yeah, you can direct that audience to YouTube. Yeah, that's my plan. Like when I announce that I'm gonna stream, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna stream on YouTube, and I want people to move over to my YouTube. Like I'm gonna announce it on TikTok basically. But this idea I had was to make a video that's kind of like just a normal YouTube video to introduce like WaifuDex to the broader anime community. And like the idea would be to have a title that says like building a better My Anime list, like this. Like, so this would be the title. And then like you could use the Discord to grow the YouTube. Yeah, like so when I'm ready to make that TikTok announcement that WaifuDex is like kind of getting developed, and there's a new update, and I'm gonna start streaming on YouTube, and I push people to YouTube, I'll also start pinging in the Discord when I go live. While you are making a lose hosting the servers, a loss. Yeah, the servers are super cheap, but it is still expensive. Like I think I don't pay any more than $10 a month, but right now it's just tipping, so the tips can pay for that. And in the future though, there's a lot of ideas. Like easy ones are ads, and then subscription service, and then, you know, affiliate. Like I can promote products that relate to anime. Like on the specific like anime page, like for like 02, I can have a product of 02 that's like pulled up from like Amazon or like JBox, which is like an official Japanese kind of store. And I can, you know, I can make money if people like click on that link and buy anything. So there's like a lot of ways, and I think that as long as we have like the community and a consistent, you know, community that are using this service, it'll be able to be monetized. And yeah, AWS is freaking crazy. Okay, this it's what I'm using, but it's expensive. It's the most expensive out of all the other, like all of its competitors. The thing is though, it's like it's also the best, and the only thing that's expensive about it is the bandwidth prices. So like the cost that it charges to like show things to the internet basically. So, but when it comes to like their actual technology, like their Lambda functions or their like just renting computers, like that's I think it's like the most competitive pricing. But well, Waifu will already have manga in it. Yeah, yeah, it would already, yeah. But um oh yeah, what I was saying was like this is why I need to use Cloudflare and AWS, because Cloudflare can just eat up all those bandwidth prices, the costs, and make my AWS bill like not like $100,000 a month. So, you know. But yeah, like this is another reason like why you brought up like will it have manga? Like that's why I kind of want to make that video talking about with the title as like building a better My Anime list, because I want to do a really good job at explaining like my vision for what Waifu for what I want it to become. And what I do want it to be like a better My Anime list, you know? So like this is an idea. This is like the first thumbnail idea, and it's very simple. And this is the second one. It's like a before and after, you know, like this. Be like that. I think it's interesting. But basically, like people that are like my users know the name My Anime list. So that's why I think making a video like that is good, because they'll be like, oh, like what the heck is better than it? And then I can just tell them like my vision for things and maybe make them excited about it. And of course I would want to do this like closer to launching, probably as like after the database part is already launched. So yeah. But yeah, okay. Oh yeah, we gotta fix these things. Oh, okay, I remember what happened. This thing got cut off. It cut off its body. Yep. Okay. And that's because we're only like if the size is nothing. Let me see. Okay. Will there be something that would allow you to convert your data from MAL? Like it would have all the animes you rated and transfer it to Waifu. Yes. So this is a part of my vision that I don't think I explain it often, but like there's multiple, I mean there's just so many moving pieces to it, but short answer, yes. We basically need that because once the anime database is launched, I have an idea for a marketing campaign to talk about how easy it is to switch from other platforms to Waifu. And all the things that I'm making right now help in that vision. So what I mean by that is this kind of progress form where it walks you through making an account. I want to use the same exact thing that I'm making to make like a quiz that you can quickly fill out. So you can either do a quiz to talk about like what anime you have watched, what characters you like, you know, just quickly like select like 5 that you just notice. Or you can transfer over your list from like MAL or AniList in like one click. I want it to be like a one-click type button where it's just very easy, like you put in your username and it just connects and it just finds all your data and you don't need to worry about it. Like I see that like this just whole vision for this specific marketing campaign once the anime database is launched, and it would do really well on TikTok, and not only like I can make a video, but other content creators can make a video about it. Like the ones that just kind of review anime and they give people recommendations already, they can talk about it. It's such a nice hook to say that it's so easy to get started, like you can get started in like 3 clicks or something. But yeah, okay, I'm going on tangents. We gotta fix the bug. The bug. Okay. Like, it is exciting to think about the future. It's what motivates me to stay and work like every day, basically. You know. Yo, I can do a video about what? What do you mean? Like, as for editing, is what? Do you mean that? Because that's another thing, is that like editing a video is so painful to me. Like, it takes up so much time once it's launched. Okay, so explain, like, a video for what platform, like, what would it be? Would it be your video where only you, or a review? Okay. Like, what platform? What social media? Oh, YouTube? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's, you know, any the more the merrier, basically. So. I think it's gonna be so cool, but you know, like it will be, but I just gotta work hard right now on the grind. We gotta get to that point quicker. Like, that's why I want to open source. I'm thinking of open sourcing the scrapers in 2022 because they're maybe 80% finished, but the scrapers will help us get all the anime data and manga data and waifu and husbando data from like day one, so that we have like a big anime database already. And you know, it's like written in Python, and I don't know, like I think it could be set up to be an open source project, and we can get people to work on it, as well as I'll work on it too. Because if that happens, then like things can go so much faster, basically. You know, using the power of people and like community and stuff. Okay. You know, one reason I like streaming is because I like ranting about just my ideas. I couldn't do this on stages because we had like an agenda for the stage, like it needed to be entertaining or something like that. And it wasn't like fully, you know, like stuff, you know what I mean, but like it is cool, the streaming. It's a cool thing to do. Okay, now what's the problem with this? Okay, I gotta get back into the headspace of coding this thing. So the problem is that basically once we... Oh, interesting. Interesting. What happened to stages anyway? Oh, well, first of all, the discovery was gone, and the discovery, the stage discovery, is the only way that we grew from stages. And also, it was a distraction from the project, and I felt like it kind of attracted the types of people that like those stages, and it was fun because we met a lot of cool people, and even some of those people that joined from stages ended up liking waifu decks, which is awesome. But I think it was like an overall distraction from the project, and it wasn't like, I don't think it was like worth the effort because of the effort that it required and the amount of like the type of people that may convert over to being waifu decks fans. It doesn't really like make sense. Like I want to focus more on like building and less on doing those types of things. Like I would rather spend energy, you know, like making a TikTok or something that could bring more people to waifu decks, or actually working on waifu decks and stuff like that, because that directly benefits the project, and the outcome of that would bring in people that are also interested in the project. So it's just much more valuable, worth like use of time. You should add background lo-fi anime music to the website. Toggleable. Yeah, that's an interesting thing because I think definitely toggled off by default. Because I don't like when websites do that. I mean, maybe it could be an Easter egg. Because I think Easter eggs are fun for building a brand. But yeah. Okay, we're at 2 hours. I think I'm gonna go a little bit more just because I've been distracted for the past like 10 minutes or something. Okay, I just drank some water. Okay, let's think about what the problem is. So, yes. What's weird is that it's doing this very weird thing where water ASMR. Have you given more thought to what I said in the past about having a guest or something on stream that could interact with you or the stream? Maybe if you're AFK or something? Yeah, I mean, I like that. It's interesting. You know? It's just, I think I would be super distracted if that happened. Like, even so now, when I'm like still talking to the chat and I'm like not coding, like, I'm gonna shout you out on Instagram. What's your Instagram, man? That's cool. That'll be cool. The website? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that would be really good if you did that. That would be cool. Sorry, I was distracted. I was on my phone. Okay, I'll look at it later. Oh, okay. You just said... Okay, hold on. Okay, cool, man. Yeah. Like, it's always awesome if people, like, basically just share the website around. You know, I think in the future, once the website is actually out, I want to actually like incentivize that behavior. That's like other ideas I had with like referral programs and stuff like that. I think would be good. Okay. Oh, I got distracted. Okay. I can't use my phone. Okay. I can't use my phone. It's gone. Okay, it's gone. Okay, we gotta fix this coding thing. Chat's delayed. Yeah, it is. That's also a weird thing. Like, chat's delayed by like 5 seconds, and I have it on like the lowest latency it could be. Like, it's just crazy. But okay. So so we're fixing this bug. Now, this is weird because I don't know exactly what's happening. Is this exactly what we want? Because what I'd like to happen is once the like, first of all, when it's first rendered, I'd like to get the actual size and set it. That's what I'd like to do. And then once the child changes, I'd like to animate it to auto. And oh, okay, I'm not animating to auto right now, which is interesting. Okay. Whoa. I'm doing this actually the opposite way. Okay, hold the phone. Okay, we want to animate to auto and then set. Oh my god, okay. Okay. Let's just try my idea. We want to animate to auto and then set to auto once it's done. Is that gonna work? Nope. Now why is that the case? It sounds like it would be good. You know, I had that like whole like anime moment where I like figured out what's wrong. Okay, now it's even worse. Okay. Okay. Okay, but if it starts out as auto, oh, I just had some realization. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But we need to get the width only after we've actually animated. That makes a lot of sense. Same for the height. It's possibly null? No it's not, you silly goose. Okay. How can this cannot be null because we detect that it's not going to be null. Oh, but it's inside of the thing? The thingy thing? Okay, maybe. Oh, that's kind of ugly if we do it that way, but maybe just for the sake of oh? No, wait. Okay. I mean, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. We're like, you know, we're figuring things out. Okay. So what's the actual problem? So if the height is not auto, which is not going to be auto in the beginning, it's not auto, so then it animates to auto. Let me just see exactly like what this is right now. We're doing this to the container of the thing, right? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Now, I don't know exactly why it's not doing a good job at like detecting the size of this thing. Let me see. Okay, I mean, For some reason, it's so weird. It does not like it. And that doesn't matter. Bounty box is better because it gets fractional things. Okay, so like... Okay. Okay, just to walk through this, like I think this makes sense, and I'm not sure why it's broken. Like basically, we wait for this to animate to auto, if it's not auto already. And if it's not auto, that can only mean that it's set to the proper thing. So I think that makes sense doing that. It's either set to something or it's set to nothing. Okay. Or hold on. I'm gonna eat. You're gonna leave. And okay, you'll join back. Okay, cool. See ya, man. Okay. Okay, so like, you know, let's see, cause like, I think it would be good to at least figure out this overall bug, like right now, in the stream. So, oh bye. Oh Burton. You were like literally like the second viewer I ever had on streams. So what's up? Okay. Okay, we were going back to our reasoning. We wait for it to animate to auto. That makes sense. You know, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, it animates. That animated. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's a small win, but it's like too small, basically. It's too small. You done shouting me out? Okay, nice. Now I'll reverse shout you out. Yeah, I like doing that because I think it's cool. Let me see. Okay. Oh, okay. Say less. Yeah. Like, I do like a story thing. I just like shared the posts, basically. I've done it in the past, too. But okay. Okay. I just did that. Okay, now let's fix this stuff. Okay, so it's getting set to a weird thing. Something very weird. Like, Ooh, interesting. Okay, that did not work. I'm getting close, but it's like, it's the end part that like there's so many bugs that start to pop up that it's gonna take me like, you know, some more time just quietly debugging, basically. It's not really good stream content, you know? I think if I update this and it does a refresh, it will... Hey, look at that, that's a very beautiful, like, expanding animation. It's so pretty. But it doesn't do that, like, by itself. Oh? Hold on. Why are we just snapping again? Okay, now this is broken. When do you think you're gonna stream next? Well, tomorrow I have a break. I'm gonna do some things in the snow, I think. And then Sunday I'll work. And then Monday I'll work, but I can stream Monday. What I usually like to do is do a stream right before I have a break, and then Tuesday I'll have a break. So I could do it on Monday. Okay, yeah, it's the wrong type of springing. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but okay, now for some reason it's going crazy. It's like it's springing all over the place. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like it's being like a disobedient you know, dog. I don't know. I have to fix it, but like okay, yeah, I'll fix this off stream. Animations, yeah. Like look at this. It's just crazy right now. I have like some vague ideas of what's wrong, but like it'll just take time to do it. At least though, we got the bouncing animation. Like the size changing. Which is a very nice type of animation. But it doesn't work well. Like there's of course some obvious bugs right here, where it's only using like the previous size. Because I think yeah, it's using the previous size. Actually hold on. Actually hold on. For some reason it's using the size of that thing right now. It looks like it should actually be the size of the first box instead. Welcome back. You're back. And then this other box looks like it should be the size. Well, actually, no, that's not the case. I don't know. It's crazy. But okay, this was like a fun stream. Like we talked about a lot of things, and I coded, and we got to this point. And hopefully, by the next stream, this will be finished off camera, and then we can work on cooler things in the future. So it's been 2 hours and 21 minutes. This has been my longest stream ever. So I'm gonna go, but I'm glad that some guys showed up, and we had a nice talking, with the chat and stuff. That was cool. But yeah, so bye guys. Yeah, it was fun. Bye. Yeah, there's a chat delay, so I'm like waiting if people want to say bye before I just end it. But yeah, see you guys. Okay, see ya. Bye.